Want to make your notes go from this to this? Today I'll show you how to install fonts on your iPad and use them in Goodnotes to make your pages look cleaner, prettier, and more organized. Hi, I'm Blair. Welcome to NotesOS. In this video, we'll cover the basic setup, a few note-taking tips, font ideas for notes and planners, and a few free font resources you can try. Let's start by installing fonts on the iPad. There are a few ways to do this, but I'll show you two beginner-friendly options. The first method is using a free app called iFont. After downloading it from the App Store, open the app and tap Import Font. Here you can import font files directly from your files. You can download fonts from websites like 𝗏𝗏𝗯𝗏 or Google Fonts, or use the font list I prepared for you in my freebie vault. Choose a font file, tap Open, then tap Install. Your iPad will ask for permission to download a configuration profile. Tap Allow. Then open Settings. Find the downloaded profile. Tap Install, enter your passcode, and follow the steps to finish the installation. Once it's installed, you can go back to iFont and see that the font is now installed. Then you can use it in Goodnotes or other note-taking apps. I'll show you exactly how in a moment. Another easy way is through Freenotes. If you already have the Freenotes app, you don't need to buy anything for this step. Just open Freenotes, go to the Stationery Center and choose Font. From there, pick a font you like and tap Install. It installs right away. No extra profile needed. You can also import more fonts from the top right corner. You can open the font, choose a font you like, and then install it directly through Freenotes. The rest of the installation process is the same as iFont. Once the font is installed, you can use it in Goodnotes or other note-taking apps. So those are two simple ways to install fonts on your iPad. Now let's go back to Goodnotes and see how to use the font with the text tool. First, tap anywhere on the page to create a text box. If you're using Apple Pencil, you can write directly inside the text box, and your handwriting will turn into typed text. If this doesn't work for you, open your iPad settings, go to Apple Pencil, and make sure Scribble is turned on. You can also type with a keyboard if you prefer. Now let's adjust the font. Tap the AA button to change the font. Here you can choose the font you just installed, change the text color, adjust the font size, and use basic formatting like bold, italic, and underline. There's also a text box style option, and I'll show you one of my favorite ways to use it later in the digital planning section. If you're working with a full paragraph, you can also adjust the paragraph style. For example, you can align the text to the left, center, or right, and adjust the line spacing. For this cleaner note style, I usually use a font size of 24 and a line spacing of 32, but you can adjust this based on your own page and writing style. So you can also add a bulleted list or a numbered list to make your notes more organized. And if there's a font style you use all the time, you can save it as the default. So next time you don't have to set up the font, size, and color all over again. Now that we know how to use fonts in Goodnotes, let's talk about how to use them well. A good note page isn't just about choosing a pretty font. It's about using fonts to create focus and hierarchy, so your notes are easier to organize, review, and study later. Here are 4 note-taking ideas I want to share with you. The first idea is to use no more than 2 fonts on one page. One heading font and one clean body font are usually enough. For my digital notes, I like to use a prettier font for headings, and keep the rest simple and easy to read. If you use too many fonts, the page can start to look messy. The second idea is to use decorative fonts only in important places. I wouldn't use them for the whole page. They work better for headings, section labels, key points, and short highlights. The third idea is to use size to create hierarchy. A note page usually looks cleaner when it has 3 levels: a main title, section headings, and body text. This makes the structure easier to see, and your notes easier to review later. The fourth idea is to use color for emphasis, but keep it simple. I usually stick to 1 or 2 accent colors on a page. Keep your colors consistent. This helps your notes look cleaner, calmer, and more focused. Now let's use fonts in a more practical way, in your planner. This is one of my favorite little planning tricks, and I use it almost every month. It saves me a lot of time when I'm setting up my pages. For monthly planning, there are always a few things that repeat every month. For me, that's writing scripts, filming videos, and editing. Things I do all the time. So I can write them out once, then make each one look a little different. I'll add a background box, change the color, and resize the box so it fits the text better. Then I can change the font color and add a small sticker to make it feel more like my own planner. Each text box can have its own style, with any sticker or icon that fits the page. After that, I save them as elements. This way, I can reuse them every month. When I'm setting up my planner, I can simply drag them onto the page instead of making them from scratch again. And the best part is, the text is still editable. I can adjust the length, change the wording, or make it more specific. For example, instead of just writing script, I can change it to the exact script I'm working on. So if I'm planning to film how to organize Goodnotes notebooks, or how to import stickers this month, I can just update it right here. Super easy. That's why I love using text boxes for monthly planning. It saves time, keeps everything flexible, and helps me focus on what I actually want to work on. Now let's look at the last main section, how to make writing and editing in Goodnotes feel faster and smoother. The first tip is Pin Text Tool. After you finish writing in a text box, Goodnotes may switch back to the lasso tool. So if you want to keep writing, tap Pin Text Tool. This keeps the text tool selected so you don't have to tap it again every time. It's especially helpful when you're taking notes during a lecture, or when you need to type a lot on one page. The second tip is Quick Delete. If you make a mistake, you don't need to switch tools or bring up the keyboard to delete letters one by one. Just scribble over the text with your Apple Pencil and it will delete automatically. This also works for a whole sentence or paragraph. Just scribble over the part you want to remove. The third tip is adding and removing spaces quickly. To add a space between two words, draw a short line between them. To remove the space, draw the line again. The fourth tip is quick text selection. If you find it difficult to select a specific word, just double tap it to quickly select it. Triple tap to select the whole paragraph. This is really helpful when you want to change the font, color, size, or copy a full paragraph. So that's how to install fonts on your iPad and use them in Goodnotes for notes and planners. I also picked out 16 beautiful fonts, 8 for headings and 8 for body text, along with the little icons from today's video. You'll find everything in my freebie vault. The link is below. If you found this video helpful, leave a comment and let me know. Hearing from you would genuinely make me so happy. If you're new to Goodnotes, you can watch my complete beginner tutorial next, and there's more coming soon. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.